that your stomach?
Hello. No, that gurgling was not my stomach. I don't think so. Might have been. So we're back. We are going to go forth for the fourth time.
Good way to start. This time for real.
For real.
For
I hope we
realies.
have enough Delta V. We're gonna line up our orbits and spin around to the right time to take off, and hopefully only have
Like the real life pros and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I hope.
Well, I'm assuming the real life pros do some calculation and it spits out a date timestamp of when they're supposed to launch and a window. We're gonna kind of do it graphically, apparently. So, all right, let's get on in there.
Well, 2 stages is what I need.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because one just wasn't doing it. Yeah, look at your eyeballs.
I don't know about all that. We'll see. If
what
I
does
just
that
don't,
sound mean?
it means if I don't get the inclination right on launch, we will probably not yet still have enough DLT.
Does that still mean you have just
no, I got the 2-stage lander and return, but still getting there. I might need yet one more fuel tank worth of Delta V to get there. So let's get on in there. We already got her ready to launch. Alright, that's not it. That should be it. There we go. Let's see, how's everything going here?
A lack of struts is worrying.
Yeah, he's got a lot of solid rocket booster to sit on.
Unless I'm just not seeing them.
You've got lots of solid rocket booster to sit on.
I have no idea what he's doing, by the way.
Well, I will try to explain as we go along, although this was really just taken from some other tutorial.
Guidance?
I really don't want to, I should probably take that out of the staging. Can I do that here? I want to...
No. With a question mark? Guidance?
Hang on.
Oh boy, I'm getting that familiar feeling.
Get that
old feeling.
Staging on the launch pad.
I need to forget what I'm doing first.
Move this guy all the way up here.
And restage on the pad.
No, I just forgot Mr. Stupid Arrow Shell is all.
Commander Krill is pissed.
All
Does she have a bun in her hair?
Miss Krill. Mrs. Krill?
Commander Krill, how dare I say. She lacks hair. Oh, hell.
Here's my... I don't know. Anyway, we shall see once we get up there. If we do it right, we will have enough... DV. So, what they said is go check in this view. Go to the map view. Get rid of all my excess satellites so as to not confuse orbits. And so the moon is on a 0 inclination. It's right on the equator of Kerbin.
Alright.
Like so.
Yeah.
Right? So if we use that as a reference, we line that up flat. Now we zoom out and you see how the orbit of the Minmus is not a solid line.
Yep.
So then
like the Earth.
We rotate around all like this until Minmus. This is a bit annoying. So you got to zoom in, make sure your moon is flat. Then zoom out and only go left or right to get Minmus flat.
This sounds like too
precise. It's a graphical way of doing it. So now you have these two orbits crossing, right, over Kerbin.
It's easy to get to. Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
It's easy to get to. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to, as Mr. Clown says, trying to skip the orbital inclination burn.
Well, I can imagine Commander Krill is having a faint scar over most of her face and at least 6'5".
Oh, dang it. I went too far. Alright, come back here.
Focus, Duna. Oh, boy.
No, yeah, these are all the other planets. Focus Kerbin. Okay. So now, we got Kerbin focused, and it looks like we got these two graphically lined up, yes?
So that means the launch window has to be precise as heck.
Well, I want to at least have a very little inclination correction burn anyway. You know, maybe not 0, but less than, 1 degree, hopefully.
That's just what this mission needed. Another new variable.
Right? Well, we got to learn as we go and take it. So the way they describe this is you kind of put your mouse cursor over the center of Kerbin, and then you time warp until your space center is right about underneath it. And this is, advancing in the day. Although I don't see any date time. Oh, is that
I wonder what the lander looks like now.
Oh yeah, universal time. That's what I should have done. So, anyway, it's right over the center here. And we will time lapse a little bit faster. I should have just done this earlier and figured out the time stamp that I was supposed to go to. Day 331, time, what's it look like? About 5, maybe 5:30-ish.
Oh, I understand. I've done it plenty. I normally wait from the ground with Minmus targeted and do my direct injection with my Moonar launcher.
Let's try right about. Let's try right about there. So now the launch pad is right underneath this intersection of the orbits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the idea anyway. We're pretty close to it. So that's our launch window scheduling. Now we have guidance. Yes. We have our nice correctly staged rocket. And targeting. Let's go back to Mr. Minmus and set as target. Lots of zoom in, zoom out in this game here. Alright, we are full throttle. We have guidance. We have targeting. Final staging check.
Note that staging was reconfigured on pad. Probability of failure increased by 35%.
Alright, well, let's see. I don't think it'll be a staging failure. I think it'll be a lack of enough delta V in all of these stages to get there.
It's a mindset thing.
And then we got this guy, and that's our transfer stage, and then we got to get rid of the arrow shell before stage 7, otherwise the whole thing blows up. That was something I learned the hard way.
Because if you have to revert, all goes poof.
Well, my timing goes off right now for my launch window since we already fast forwarded. So we're going to go for it, yes?
Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going to skip the timer. Launching!
And you'll have to relaunch this, I'm betting. Why?
I don't want to go that far over. Come on now. Come on now. Get back to the angle I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to 96.
Bender Krill with the familiar fierce look.
Come on to 96. There we go. Oh, come on. Quit wobbling. This is what I get for not correcting it sooner.
That's okay.
Come on, 96, you pain in the rear.
Rotation.
If we keep, if we get more than what? I think more than 5 degrees, and I'm gonna call it a restage. If we have more than 5 degree inclination difference, I'm gonna try and make up that being above 96 by being a little below here for a second.
Pin uncaps. Red pin.
Oh, come on now.
You don't have your COVID mask on either.
Alright. We're wanting to get to orbit.
Liking what I'm seeing here, Mr. Clarence. You said you would have been to Duna by now. Nah.
Duna.
Calm down.
Duna
we just
Shmuna.
started.
Alright. Trying to get ourselves corrected here.
So, I actually just found out last week what Capcom means.
Here, as soon as we get out of the atmosphere, we can kill the engine and assess.
Commander Krill doesn't really calm down.
There, atmospheric clearance. Deploy the dingus. Yay! Deploy antennae. Yay! Action groups. Yay!
Holy schmoly, that's a big old thing you got there, mister.
Fancy.
Wow, it's huge.
So that's because we still have our ascent stage. I need to be checking on our map real quick here. Let's see. What was our angle? 0.4 degrees. That's what I'm talking about. No inclination burn correction necessary. Add maneuver. Just this one I can pretty much do in my sleep now. this orbit injection burn.
Rotation actually worked for him. I'm impressed, Commander Krill.
See? It's not totally impossible to get it right.
Not totally impossible.
Let's see. I'm advancing my burn here, but 198 to 107. Looks good to me. Let us get into position. The one downside is, man, does it take forever to get in position. Look how slow this thing moves.
Yet, overconfidence is a slow, insidious killer.
Yeah,
Commander
it is.
Krill.
This is one of those annoying staged burns. I don't hate them anymore. They're just annoying.
Annoying.
There we go. A little late on the start, but stop wobbling.
Still don't have advanced guidance for some reason.
I think it's not yet the right part. I have to buy the better part for remote.
Sorry.
Where the SAS will just hook on to the targets and stay there. So I don't have to hand fly. Because nobody in real life hand flies.
Ever.
Not since an emergency situation, anyway.
Well, buy it, he says.
Well, that might be the next one. We do have a lot of science to spend. Alright, now back to the map.
Is this making things even more challenging?
Well, true. And we're getting to the point, once we go, to Duna and the like,
Sure.
it's going to be a lot easier.
Once we get to Duna.
We might have enough DV to get to a one-way trip to Duna in this guy.
The added reaction willpower means you can actually turn.
Yeah, once we get rid of all that excess rocket.
I mean, you need reaction wheels for manned landings.
Well, yeah.
Unless you like failing 1,000 times.
I don't know about 1,000. I did fail, I don't know, a dozen times before I decided to look at least one tutorial about how to do this. Can't recreate everything from scratch.
Because added mass means you need added control.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a bigger reaction. I have a bigger reaction wheel. My reaction wheels are bigger than yours.
My reaction wheels are bigger than your reaction wheels. Okay, what are we waiting for?
We're burning. We're in the midst of a burn. We are
Where?
very, very.
What's burning?
We have the transfer stage, and the transfer stage is.
I thought I explained well enough. I was gonna make an instructional video, but I was like, nah, he's got it. No, he didn't have it, dude. You were wrong.
I might have it. I might have it for a time, and then usually I lose it and have to go look it up. And then search for it online, Stack Exchange. Lots of blocking copies.
Well, I didn't want to smother him either. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens in 24 hours at our house. A lot of stuff.
We got a lot of projects flying in parallel right now.
I like strong arm creative control. We're just playing at this point. I have to cough.
Alright, I can't push a button. Too
Okay.
concentrating on my buttons.
You need to give me a mute button.
I don't know, right? That looks reasonable enough for now, anyway. 174 to 118. Good enough. Let's not spin any more delta V, just making it a bigger circle. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
0.4.
Tight.
Yay! Only 0.4. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to be doing this. This is coming up quick. That there's Mr.
Is there a reason for all the stages being expanded or question mark? Just curious.
I'm just looking at numbers. Alright, so around about there we want a maneuver node.
I'm trying to keep track of all the stages.
Don't mess with the moon. Quit messing with me, moon. There we go. Let's focus on Minmus. What we got? Periapsis 1,000,000 or so. We got a minute to our burn, so we can't be messing around too much with it.
I'm so glad you can keep track of all this.
400,000. Good enough. We got a minute to our burn as it is, so...
Remember, this is the easiest target. Yeah.
That's what you say. 45 seconds to the minute burn, and dang it, I'm still cracking into my lander stage. That's annoying.
You still have moon to do.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that I'm burning up lander stage fuel, but hopefully it's enough to land. Guess we'll see.
Well, hopefully you've scared up the lander stage.
Yeah, both the descent and ascent stages have twice the fuel of last time.
And Minmus is low gravity.
Yep. Burning. 210. Burning.
So, where I'm from, GRAV is grave for gravy. As a nice safe landing.
Here we
Just
are.
a nice safe landing.
And there's Mr. Minmus that we're flying towards right there. We'll stay in this view until I have to stage, and then we'll go back to map. This really we'll have to throttle back actually as well.
Commander Krill looks reserved.
Reserved? We're doing okay. We're keeping on track here. We're pointing toward our target. Firing engines. 29
Why are you
seconds left
moving?
Because I'm trying to keep on the little blue target. So the blue target's overlapping.
Don't you have some kind of auto anything?
Not yet. That's what he was talking about earlier.
Because we're in space.
That's what he was talking about earlier, was being able to...
Everything is moving.
Alright. Throttle back up for the last bit of this burn. Oh, and see it in this view. Ah. Damn it.
Oh.
Damn it! Ah, I think I screwed it up. Quick, retro what I was doing.
The better probe cores train Kerbal's tracking upgrades, or is it a mission control more buttons for auto tracking?
I don't like this focus on Minmus view.
Ain't it?
There we go. Now I can tell what's going on. There we go. Woo! Corrected. Yay! Alright then. We got 50 seconds
A lot of stuff happening over there.
Huh.
Commander Krill scribbles down a tiny note. Possibly a doodle, even.
She don't doodle. Cannot auto warp so far. Why not?
Must be far.
31 days.
Holy
Schnoinkies. Oh, this one is the one. Dang it, I hate all that. Flippity dippity.
Flippity dippity.
Yeah, 10 days. Well, let's go here then. Warp that far then.
Holy Flash's computer targeting Batman. I think the target might be wonky.
Well, let's see. Now let's look at the Minmus view. While we're not trying to fly by. Or that's okay. That's a decent one.
It's stable now.
We can cruise around in that kind of orbit like this.
Not bad.
Not horrendous. 200,000. 200,000? Yeah. That's pretty good. Pretty good for hand flying. Little correction, anyway. So
maybe a little weird for observational, but definitely not bad at all.
Well, this time we're gonna land on the highest part of Minmus. Maybe. I don't know. Let's
sure.
fly on top of a mesa, right? Alright. Let's get all the way almost over to the encounter. I don't like warping directly to the encounter. It gets a little dicey.
What the heck stage are we on now? 6?
6? Yeah, unfortunately, we are at the nothing left but the lander and ascent stage. So we got 1595 to land.
So you're gonna bounce, all right, but then you're not gonna be able to do the next thing.
Oh, that's what's missing. I was like, why is this like? Oh, this was why I was confused. All right, so we got 698 to land and 1595 to get home. Well, deorbit and land. Orbit and deorbit.
Goodness
and
gracious!
land.
Now he gets it. Now he gets it.
Oh, I get it, but having the extra weight of the engine that is
I'm
not
too sober
fuel.
for this. Me too. Me
Where
too.
did you go? Where did you go? Oh, that's right. We're still way up here from Minmus. Alright. Let's come up on our...
This is too scientific and we're too sober.
Warping to the encounter.
Ow.
Well, luckily Minmus has very little numbers.
Yeah, buddy. Just fly this tin can and get the calculator back to air.
What?
I love non-sober science, though. It's when I find out weird stuff. I always find out weird stuff whether I want to or not. I like how Jupiter has a fluffy core. Fluffy.
All the icons overlapped.
And Titan is made of a foul-smelling toxic snow.
I never saw you could focus on the maneuver. That's new.
Lots of wacky facts in space.
Wacky space facts.
Marina just went to work for JPL. She's the face of JPL. She came from where we are.
Yeah, she was a local reporter.
Yeah, I just made friends with her and then she took off.
Around about 25. Sound good? Around about 25 kilometer periapsis orbital insertion burn to Minmus. Sound like a plan. Warp to maneuver.
Since it's kind of downtime, ask me any questions about space or whatever. I heard enough about space from him.
Hey, look, we might. Oh yeah, we might land in the highlands above our last spot.
I've been reading a lot about water cycles on Mars.
We might just drop from the periapsis right down there. That sounds like fun.
There's got to be water. I mean, they found water in the former oceans. Yeah, they found water.
Well, if there's tectonic activity, and volcanic activity, there's bound to be lava tubes. Who knows what is underneath the surface of both.
Is Mars from Mars? The Mars lander?
Mars Exploration Rover. Yeah.
We worked on that.
Which I can't. Yeah, there's
you got the shirt.
Yeah, I got the shirt. I got the T-shirt. Worked on it long enough to get a T-shirt.
It's not a T-shirt. It's a nice polo.
Oh, that's right. It's the polo shirt. 2, 1, burn.
There are tons of reasons for people to think Mars has water and seen water. Yeah, because there's reflections of it.
I think it was funny that their water finder happened to be a
hole that it dug. The tire was because the tire wouldn't move, or the
wheel tire got locked and broken up, and the tire drug on the wheel drug on the ground, and they're like, "Oh look, it found water." Well, that's a decent enough burn. 23 kilometers. Woohoo! All right, we're gonna look quick, drop fast.
But Mars used to have a lot more water. Sure. Probably frozen. Probably still there.
Who says we just gonna land right about in here, this general vicinity? How's that sound?
The broken will and spirit, you mean? Yeah, unexpected science return from that. Mars lost its water to space. Ow.
Yeah.
Certainly. A lot of it anyway.
Alright.
Not enough atmosphere and solar radiation flux.
Oh, look at them there mountains.
I like the space sounds.
Let's go retrograde. And just for consistency, I like it to be like that. Doesn't matter too much.
It doesn't like to stay wet when it's being associated by UV and straight up photon.
That looked like a place we could land. Let's see. Let's line up our orbit so it's a straight line.
Anywho.
And that's the places we actually can land on. Look, it looked like a top of a mountain right there.
Observation time.
This is close enough.
Your phone's dying.
That actually looks like very steep mountain right there. Let's aim for this little tiny flat spot, huh?
What little tiny flat spot?
Oh,
that
wait.
one?
Speaking of redundant science, let us observe a goo whilst in orbit about Minmus, and we will save it, and if we get back, we get 27 science. And then we'll get one from the surface.
I think you already got one, right?
Well, you can get it again. If you can bring it back, you get more science than if you transmit it back. So we can get more science by bringing it back. I think there's like 100 points worth of science in here. Science points, I guess. Alright, so that looks like that's where we're going to be landing-ish. Let's try landing there, eh? Although, it's a bit of a valley with a lot of mountains around it that might kill our signal. How about this little well right below us? Let's see, so we retro fire until we drop out of orbit, right? Sounds like a plan, Retro fire!
You're calling space tokens, and I imagine blue metal coins with atom signs on them.
Let's take it down to about,
I'm glad you're making
40.
Serious considerations for calm. Why even ask?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm going to try and land on this higher space just in front of those flat spots. Oh, quit wobbling.
Why am I here? Just to watch at this point?
Well, you know, there's certain things that we get...
Godspeed.
I got 20 seconds of full fuel left.
344 meters per second, decent delta V. Descent delta V.
Rocket building workshop.
Why don't you do a rocket building workshop?
I suppose we
A
can do
virtual one. You can't do it with people right now,
yeah,
but
right.
But I was like, he's in the business. Who would I be leading him, you know? Yeah, but he does. He's a bit flipper.
I do software like at the low level. We make the tools that other people build into something like this nav ball and all of these other displays that are on here. And well, actually, they look more like the ones inside the cockpit, obviously. Since nobody's floating around in third person flying some other spacecraft. At least not yet. But so yeah, as far as the game is concerned and the rocket building, you know.
Well, I'm a dork who happened to be pretty good at Kerbal, so I think you're closer to the target. Yeah, but being closer to the target, and you know, he's got a lot on his plate, so he can't possibly know all of it. Because I just wanted to badly just to land.
There we go. Let's do that. And then we've lost our orbital speed, right? So
And then go places. See new worlds. Seek out new life and new civilizations.
To boldly go when no something has gone before.
Good configured to surface mode.
Yeah, we've got 17 kilometers to the surface.
I know the whole spiel too.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've got
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
It's a 5-year mission. To seek out new life.
That's something along, I don't know. I don't know it verbatim.
I know,
but
the other voyages of the Starship, Minmus Landing 335?
35, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2 through 5, he says.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, this takes forever, right?
Yeah, this is the landing pucker.
Oh. And seek its mission to seek out new places to land and new ways to get money. Patience, grasshopper. I have no patience. Zero.
Right? See about where we're landing here. Doesn't look like we're all that.
The river did not form
flatness.
in a day.
Alright.
I don't know, the Grand Canyon might have formed in one day, dude. There's a river at the bottom of that.
Well, the Scablands, anyway. I think it's the Scablands they think formed in a break in a glacier wall and letting out a glacier lake. Something along those lines, roughly speaking.
Fully. You can see it.
Yeah.
So we're going for that tiny flat right there?
Actually, the maybe flattish part next to it. I don't know how flat it is otherwise.
Or near OT.
I don't know yet. That's a little tight there. I'm hoping I'll be on
the... Because nearby would be more science if it's a new place.
Well, it looks like it would be up on top. This is going to be new science as long as I bring it back.
New biome, new fresh science.
Yeah, as long as I bring it back, though, it'll be new science. So I got 32 is my
fresh,
thrust to weight
delicious,
ratio.
crunchy, old-fashioned science.
All right, I'm gonna cancel out some of this
Served
delta
hot
V.
every day.
I need to flatten the lat. Let's flatten it as quickly as possible.
Just like Grandma Krill used to make back in her war days. Oh.
Touchy.
This is so slow.
Touchy, touchy.
Touchy, touchy.
Alright, now we can just settle on down.
Settle on down now.
Yeah, see, we already slowed ourselves pretty good on these.
Yeah, just descend and land.
Lateral adjustments allowed us to flatten our descent rate slightly early. Now it's just a matter of landing. Well, my plan is to collect the science from the other goo, the temperature, the barometer, collect it all.
Just questions for the future.
Get the heck out of here. I got 15 seconds at full burn.
We want to scoop for the school paper.
Let me try my retro burn at what? 4,000?
Get the heck out of here. That's local space. That music is very lulling.
Don't fall asleep now.
Did I pick
Let's
that?
see. Can we check the terrain? Looks like it might be mostly flat. Might not
Terminal
be.
descent sequence initialized.
Yep.
You're gonna land right there in a place you don't know?
Of course.
I thought you were gonna land over there.
I
in that
thought I might have
dark...
too, but not so much.
I see mostly hill.
Yep, I'm afraid of mostly hill.
I thought you were gonna land over to the left.
Hang on, I'm landed now.
Holy crap. This will be inclined, possibly steep.
Is it? Doesn't I can't
Is
tell
that your
how
shadow over there on the right?
I think so. I can't tell how inclined it is. That's
He
rather
must
annoying.
learn to land non-optimally anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the landing
Move
shadow.
the camera around.
Doesn't look too terribly steep. Alright, 1,000 meters, we're going for the burn.
What burn?
The suicide burn.
Here's the mountain hill foot. Stop burn.
Stop burn.
Final landing burn. Or rather, the final landing burn. Go for landing. Whether you roll down the
13,
hill or not
14.
is a different story.
Yeah, we'll see if we roll.
Prepare to 0 and drift.
You want to try and hover
this
first?
looks rough. Standing by for possible abort. Go for abort.
Oops.
Terrain.
Ah, terrain. But
Oh,
luckily, Minmus is very forgiving, yes.
terrain warning. Let her land.
Let her land. That doesn't look
Gently.
good.
It looks like a chick.
I know. Alright, so it looks like you're landing gently-ish. Alright. Now, look how horrible that is.
Science.
Okay, well, it landed
very
gently enough.
sorry.
It landed gently enough to collect the science.
Like steep as possible. Eva.
Log pressure data. Keep experiment.
Not bad, really.
Well, only because Minmus is Minmus. Alright, we logged all the science we can. Now, how in the world do we get the hell out of here?
Up. Yep.
Yep.
One is gonna wreck ya.
Alright, so now we stand up, right?
Somehow regain vertical.
Well, that's the beauty of this.
Somehow get spatial awareness. Oh, you're standing up. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Come on, reaction wheel, you can do it. You can do it.
There it goes. There it goes. Oh!
Alright, and then we're just going to stage in full throttle burn.
Begin search for cardinal directions, or you can just escape. You have a lot of return delta V, and you just freaking took off.
Yes,
what
I
the
took
fuck?
off. I took the hell off. That's right. That's right.
Sorry.
I took off.
Sorry.
I just want to get the hell out of Minmus
He
alive.
dumped remaining fuel, he said?
No. Wasted no, there
fuel.
was no remain. Oh, man. I guess so there was, wasn't there? Dang it. Oh, whatever. We'll get to 11 kilometers. Hopefully we'll get back. No.
Yes.
No. Yes. Maybe. We don't know.
Not as important.
Well, that was the descent stage, and plus I needed to jump off suddenly. I guess I could have just full throttle.
Jump off.
Right? Should have just gone full throttle with the stage I had. Yes, I know. That's where I'm at.
But you really want to keep the lander fuel for ascent 2. You have a lot of delta V.
Yeah, ideally.
See, you don't make it home, you'll be mad because you got so much.
Right?
Go home.
Well, we're going to orbit around Minmus first. Like a
Just
proper
escape.
plan. Just escape? Let's see. What's our... Where in the world is our world?
Where in the world?
Is our world? Where in the world is the place we leapt to? It's not really a great escape just yet, actually. It doesn't look like... It looks like it's escaping the wrong direction.
You don't have time to be thinking now.
What? I got 2 minutes for a 7-second burn?
Time is running out. Ascending beginning now.
Alright.
Reaching
Oh.
AP.
It says start burning 1 minute and 53 seconds. It doesn't seem like it's all that close by.
I'm gonna start going back down soon.
Alright. So you're saying we should just fire and go?
What he said.
Alright, we're
Just
firing.
escape.
Well, I wish I could just escape, but I'm on the wrong side of the planet for a direct escape, I think. Alright.
You have so much delta V.
I know. Let's figure it out then, though. I want to be in orbit first.
It's essentially foolproof. Essentially.
Essentially.
Since even if it's wrong side, you can just turn.
Alright. Well, let's see what happens if we go from here.
Because you got so much.
Oh, well, that's a whole lot of orbit.
Oh, that was too crazy. Gotta be slow about it now.
I know, right? Yeah, it switches around like this.
Oh boy.
There, what's that periapsis?
Which is good to have
50.
too much.
Hey, we're gonna escape directly into the... Oh, that's the moon.
Hey, he was wrong.
Well, it's not the moon. We're just really close to the moon.
What is he doing? You're asking me?
I'm just looking at a maneuver. Seeing what kind of maneuver we can make. Get out the way, moon. That doesn't look too horrendous. 8 minutes to that burn.
So yeah, stranded, deorbit from Minmus, retrograde, all that standard stuff.
Retrograde? I know that I need to go prograde to get out of orbit.
And orbital reductions to prevent overheating.
Yep. Alright. So the moon is in the way.
I'm talking about later stages.
Get out of the way, moon. Get out the way. Well, we'll just do this. We'll try this at the
This is why I don't use charts no mo.
Charts? Alright.
Chats. Because there's so much data loss and delay. I don't use chats no mo.
Alright. Well, how's about a 500,000 meter Kerbin periapsis burn?
That also have to depend on mostly correct translation.
Well, that doesn't look horrendous. That looks like
I normally Discord Capcom now.
The periapsis of 500,000 meters. That's a good one. Then we can slow down, make an orbit. You know, all like that. That's only going to require 7-second burn. We got 45-second left. So yeah, we can do all sorts of nice slowing downs and such before we re-entry.
What's the delta V needed for this? That's
193.
Easy.
We have some fuel for corrections, you know, because corrections are like a hobby of mine. Why be right the first time when you can learn from it?
You just like to make my butt pucker. Come on. Go for Minmus Return. Cannot warp.
Gotta go to here to warp to next maneuver.
Again, Mo, save your butt muscles for Duna and the moon.
Yeah, the dune. Well, the
you
lunar
will need every last bit.
The lunar lander can has a nice broader stance for. It's got a big booty. It lands. You know, so the lunar lander can is gonna be a lot better than trying to stand up this freaking candlestick.
The dune.
30 seconds to a 7-second burn.
Lander can also can't re-enter safely.
Yeah, it doesn't have it's freaking aluminum can material, right? So
it's thin and light.
5, 4, 3, 2. Burn. Immediately throttle back. Alrighty. That gives me a peri of 161. Not horrendous.
See how much easier this is with 2 stages for a lander?
I'll grant you that. Especially if you can get enough first stage to get there.
You got so much left and so much flexibility.
Let's see. Let us warp core engaged. We'll get to where there. See how we fly away from the orbit.
You can do all kinds of stuff with this config.
Well, can I get to Duna? I must get to Duna.
No, not today. You're not going. I think you might even be able to get away with a Space Junior on this. We'd have to look at the Delta V and TWR numbers.
The Science Junior?
Yeah.
That's a big old 1-ton capsule with a bunch of science experiments.
Jeez, Mo. That attitude you're gonna take. It's gonna take till 2022.
Alright. So we're warping to our periapsis to do a orbital reduction burn. And shrink our orbit.
Because the Minmus mission was supposed to take 1 episode, and now it's like 20 episodes and 4 attempts in. Yes, we are slow learners.
You don't even
Pretty
know
much
the
real-time
episodes that weren't
rocket
actually
sims.
done. Alright, periapsis orbital reduction burn. Gonna hug the planet here.
Not so much a slow learner, slow doer. Oh, don't tell him that, for the love of God.
What do you want our periapsis to be? Maybe 100-ish? Let's take her down to... Let's take her down to skimming over the atmosphere at about 95. 31-second burn.
Just lots of planning and thinking when you normally just burn retrograde, yes?
Well, sometimes you just gotta burn retrograde.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Belted clowns, don't touch your face.
Apparently all my hobbies are touching my face, going to unnecessary businesses.
And eating at unnecessary places. Like you're putting the same amount of planning for Kerbin orbits that people have for E-loop. Put pepper on your hands. Hell no!
As a distractant?
No.
I said we should just put on full face makeup, because then you're supposed to be trained to not touch your face full of makeup anyway. Works for the
it will remind you.
Whatchamadoodles.
Yeah, it didn't remind me not to bite my fingernails when I was a kid.
Yeah. Burning!
Wear a costume, problem solved.
Right.
I'm not into the people with bandanas on their face.
I know, right? Now you're like, I never did trust people with a bandana on their face to begin with.
Hell no, now I gotta walk around them all the time. I'm not into it.
Right.
I've never cared. You're a better person than I am.
Woo! Look at that beautimous burn.
Was it?
Yeah. I got so much extra Delta V, I'm scribbling around with this instead of doing arrow capture and just getting down on the ground. Let's see, maybe I can choose where I land now. Where do I want to land?
Because if I judge by appearance, I'd be returning the world's favor to me. It's not about appearance, it's about the... What do they have?
Yeah, right. Where are the facilities?
Because people generally look at me like I'm the manifestation of darkness.
Okay, then.
Everyone has something. Everybody talks to me and they tell me their horrible stories. And everybody's afraid of my husband.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna burn retro at the... Well, let's see, we would burn retro at the apoapsis to shrink my periapsis. I suppose we'll just burn retro a little more and see where we land. How's that? just to get the thing down to 50. We're gonna burn retrograde until we've got.
All right. Well, we're at an hour right now. Have you got to where you thought you would be in 1 hour?
We're getting there. Good. Let's knock this puppy down to about 50.
I've got the eyebrow that makes me look like a WW2 German commandant. I see.
Alright, we're going for arrow capture. Yay! Yay, arrow capture. It's very bright and all sort of dramatical.
I just got that angry face. So does he. I have that face that says, "Come and tell me your deepest, darkest secret." And then don't let me talk about it with you about it.
Alright, so we're coming in over the desert
My
airfield.
face says you have 3 days to live. And I'm actually thinking about fawns.
Get ourselves retroed.
Where are you going to land here?
Looks like we might land in the desert airfield.
and space death. My brain is full of music, and his brain is full of like 10 different things going.
Coding, mechanics.
Oh god, we're re-entering for real.
Yeah, I guess we should ditch this here engine, right? We don't really need it at this point.
You should ask, if you're asking, go for safe deployment in act re-entry.
Alright, well, I'm going to ditch this guy.
What guy?
This way.
What dude?
This lower stage. Oop.
Rotating. What is he doing? I have no earthly idea.
Ditching that upper stage behind me instead of in front of me. I'd rather that lower stage be over there.
I don't know what that rotation for.
Like I said, ditch my lower stage behind me. I should have ditched it first instead of...
Okay then.
So now I'm just got... all I got left is parachutes.
As long as it has a reason. You touched your face. You touched your nose even. Deadly. Commander Krill pulling out that red marker. Plagued. Thank goodness he's the only one that touches all that. Well, all of your stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Send him away.
Here we go. We're coming for re-entry. Everybody wants to come see us burn up, don't they?
Alright, let's see if anybody... There's not very many people online, period.
Yeah.
So
Here we go.
Melted Clowns is always with us. I appreciate that, dude. It's fun.
Coming up on the warm
Weird
part of the
considering
atmosphere.
Everybody's at home, right?
Well, it is Saturday night. They may have started just
He's
deciding
clean.
to do something odd. Like,
He's clean.
like,
He just bleached himself in the
Yeah.
hot tub.
Well, I think there's probably a bunch of people rediscovering board games.
Capcom, and I really want to see you guys succeed. That's nice.
That's the chase camera, I guess. Alright, so we're just cruising in. Doo-doo-doo.
People understanding finally the
Doo-doo-doo.
actual value of video games. That's why he likes this.
Right. Oh, here comes the warm time.
Go for re-entry.
Ah.
50-50 says the dome blows. Oh, hell.
50-50.
I did say use...
Ah, not the dome. I need
Calling
the dome.
Kerbal a video... Well, calling Kerbal a video game.
Well, it's a simulation, yes. It's an attempt at a simulation.
You called it a video game.
Well, I mean...
He called it a video game.
There is some gamesmanship to being able to execute the maneuvers correctly. Like, I mean, you could... Probably there is some auto fire mod, right? So that
To him, it's a stimulator. I mean, simulator.
I'm sure there's a mod that lets you fire your rockets, execute your maneuver perfectly.
His games are generally fun with that much thought. Yeah, I've looked at the back of his head for like the last 8 years while he played with the simulator, so...
Flying simulator, mostly.
Well, now at least I get to see your face.
Yeah.
Not the back of your head.
Dang nose.
There, you touch your face.
Oh, now it suddenly changed. There we go.
Wow, it's been 8 years already. And we've been together 17 years.
Woo! Look at all that warmness. It's still barely using any ablator. So.
Re-entry almost boringly nominal.
Would you like me to start spinning around and tumbling
I'm used
through
to stuff
space?
going horribly wrong by now, right? Oops, wrong button.
Dang it! Hey, look, we might actually land in the water.
We're screaming like, oh god!
We'll see if I tilt myself up a little.
We're staging failure.
Oh, no, doesn't look like we're gonna land in the water.
Oh.
Looks like it's gonna be the desert for us.
No facing adjustments remain retrograde.
Well, I can kind of skid off the atmosphere if I play it right.
Skiddiitis.
Yeah, just if you back up a little like this, and you kind of fly downward a little bit more, skid downward. Whoop. You don't want to be too much off, obviously.
Touch your face.
Touch my face.
No skidding, please.
Well, we do want this 100+ units of
I think we
science.
We should play a game, Melted Clowns and I. Every time he touches his face.
Just let the atmosphere
Just let the atmosphere grab you.
Can I take off the sass? Will it just aerodynamically stabilize? Let's see. That's a little more wobbly, but it does stabilize.
If you take a puff or something, actually I'd die if I played that game prior.
Alright.
You'd be too baked to help much.
We're cruising along. We're going pretty fast. We can stage our drogue shoot. There she be. That's my slow my rear end down shoot.
I'm gonna play anyway at Saturday. Welcome back.
We're making it back to the deserts of Kerbin. Oh, maybe,
okay, well,
maybe we landed a lake. I don't know.
Only one shoot, huh?
No, just one shoot.
Well, actually, two.
Shoot. Second shoot, yes.
Oh, that's a big ass shoot.
Yes, that was the drogue. That was just to slow me down. I didn't know how much extra mass
Can you
I had.
open that chute up?
And such. So the drogue will open at like 4,000 meters and fully open, and the main will open at 1,000 meters. And I think it'll get down to like 3 meters a second. It'll get pretty slow with both of them. But I'm a little too paranoid of detaching the drogue.
Why?
Because it might fall too fast and go kablammy. I'm about sick and tired of kablammies. We need to get back safe. Yeah, do not detach any chute. Yeah, I know that. I was like, well, why is that even an option? What would be your reason? Not like they get tangled. See, now there could be a good failure mode. Your drogue chute comes out and goes all stupid on you. Then you have a backup, right? Having a sudden ripped drogue chute, that could be a good failure. 95. Still going pretty fast for touchdown, but we should slow down pretty quickly once we get down closer to the ground. Really? I thought you were supposed to pop out already, Mr. Drogue. I thought it was set for 1,000. I guess that was about 2,500 for the drogue.
For main inflation, I don't know what the chute is set for.
Yeah, it's 1,000 AGL.
Is the drogue configuration the same height?
No, I didn't really look at the drogue configuration, to be honest. I just kind of slapped it on the aircraft and said, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, God.
Let's throw the sass on just to keep it from wobbling around so much. So here we go.
I didn't look or something. The rocket person should never say ever.
But
touch your face.
Touch your face. There we go. There's the mains. That'll slow us down goodly. We're doing 5
Okay, that's a shot, folks. And then what? You're gonna land here. You're gonna do what?
We're gonna land. We are going to recover the vessel. And then we are going to collect all that science and go shopping. Science shopping for things like something that will keep us on the frickin' targets. So you can have the SAS keep you on the target node.
Land,
and stuff.
recover, save before shopping for the love of Kerbal. For the love of all Kerbal.
For the love of all Kerbal. 5 meters a second. 600 meters
Nobody
to
came
go.
in to watch you crash?
I'm getting too good. They've seen me fail too many times.
Go for touchdown. Well, that's when they come in.
Just,
this mission is going well.
Well, we can warp safely now, I think, right?
Boring me. Angie.
Oh, don't land in the water. You'll corrode
more
all
fire
my...
boom ooga chooga.
Oh no, all my science is gonna get wet.
Why?
Because there's a little bitty lake.
Well, get out of there.
I don't know if I can do anything to get it. Oh, maybe not. But I might roll down a hillside.
Oh yeah, you're not in it.
SAS is deployed
Avoid
to make sure I don't roll down
on
hillside.
Contact.
Okay, it's not a big hillside. Okay, good. Yay!
Standing by for touchdown.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
Recover the vessel.
Recover all the stuff.
Let's see what we got. A drum roll.
What do you get? Recover and save.
We get 144 science earned. Recovery of a vessel from returning from the surface of Minmus. Atmospheric pressure from Minmus lowlands.
144 science, not bad. 144 is a good number.
That's pretty good for one trip for all the failed ones along the way. But see, none of them failed because we all managed to get some science on each one. Even if they didn't land or didn't get back. We got science. Plus we got like 700,000.
Time to save. Please save before doing anything.
Back from Minmus. Yay! We finally returned from Minmus.
Because that went very well. That was only an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, let's go shopping.
Yay.
Science shopping.
And now that you've saved, you can do just about whatever.
Miniaturization. What do I need small parts for? I don't know. Space exploration. That looks like it'll be a useful one. Right? Boldly go where no moon has gone before. Hitchhiker storage. A ladder. Okay. Caffeinated rodents. And some rover wheels and a cargo unit. And the control station needs a power unit. So this is the kind of thing we can go drop on some other planetary body and it can run experiments while we're gone, supposedly. More probodynes, yeah. That's in landing, maybe? Oh, no probodynes there. How about we just do a search?
Like actual control systems?
Search there. Where does it show? Is that where it shows it? Command modules. Specialized control. Advanced reaction wheel large.
In yellow.
Precision engineering. Probodyne hex core.
The yellow outlines for the searched parts. HECS is a step up.
Propulsion systems.
Oh, we need to upgrade R&D probably.
Upgrade the R&D division itself.
Probably have enough money now to do so.
Oh, let's go see. 451 out of 723. That's a big leap. And what does it give us? Collect surface samples and transfer resources.
Notice how most of the parts are locked since you're at a level 1 R&D. It gives you tons.
Alright then. Ready to spin?
Go ahead.
Woohoo!
Spin the wheel.
Now let's see what we got.
Surface samples equal big money.
I bet. Let's see. Oh, we were looking at the probodynes. Shouldn't it also be something with a SAS control in it, maybe?
Get rid of some of that nice dirt.
Fuel, propulsion system.
That search bar sure is useful. Probe.
Who now?
Search bar sure is useful. The probe.
Propulsion systems.
It's not lit up.
Unmanned tech. The OKTO2. So, is that it? That's the... Yeah, unmanned tech. And this one is the probe miniaturization.
Robodyne, gotta catch them all. 2 cores there in unmanned tech.
Yeah. And unmanned tech requires miniaturization and precision engineering.
They all have their upsides and downsides until you get a little further.
So that's 300, 460. Can't make it there yet. Looks like miniaturization is necessary for it. And space exploration will be useful.
Electrical.
Ending. Fuel, propulsion, heavy, aerodynamics, advanced electrics, big old batteries. Programmable part. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting into something I'm more used to. Looks like space exploration is going to be the key to a lot of stuff anyway.
You use science, we can just go for anything that will unlock us science.
Self-deploying astronaut, ladders, mobile processing lab, ooh. Rover wheels, yeah. Let's see. Do we really need more landing stuff? Escape tower, vehicle wheel, bigger parachute, more heat shield.
Mobile processing lab is great and sounds great, but weighs a crap ton.
I imagine. Let's see. So the other thing we can get is command modules.
MK2 landing gear would be nice.
Cupola module. The Mark 1-3 command pod. 3 crew members.
Right now we only have the MK1 ultra thin landing legs. Yeah.
The landing sounds good. The Mark II lander can looks interesting. service bay, and the Mooner excursion module. That's 160, and the other one is landing. That's 90. Can we afford all that?
Command modules might be a bit big for your RN.
Right now, maybe. So we definitely want more landing. Get those lander
You're
struts.
still working with thin rockets. They're very big rockets.
Well, yeah, but they're narrow compared to the other ones in the game. The ones that are necessary to launch the 3 Kerbins in the capsule are pretty, Saturn V-ish. So we need some lander stuff, yes? Alright, we got some lander stuff. Let's see, propulsion systems, some little fuel boosters, some external tanks. That's an awful
It
lot
gets
of
much bigger and more powerful. Yeah, I saw that the guy DAS Valdez.
Oh.
He has a big ass fucking thing.
Yeah.
You can save your other sciences. I mean, you don't have to spin it unless you have a good reason.
Well, I don't really know what the miniaturization is going to do for us since we're already pretty small. Other than be an unlock for the other stuff. Alright, well that's good for now. Let's go check it all out in the VAB real quick, see what our parts look like.
Congrats on the perfect return. It went so well, I'm almost disappointed, right?
Well,
I'm gonna go turn the oven on.
Yeah, it's pizza time. So we have the 2-person pod. There's the
Commander Krill fell asleep. Wake up, B! Wake up!
Wake it up! So that's the we already using that. What are these little round pods? Why are they so much better or worse? They look like they're bathyspheres for going under the water or something.
Round pod bad.
I know. Yeah, I don't get it. I suppose. Is that like a Russian design or something that
There's
I'm
a reason the
unfamiliar with?
Russians stopped using them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It looks great if you're trying to resist pressure underwater. It's kind of, yeah.
Aerodynamic instability. It was like,
Well, this is pretty much the same tanks, same engines. We do have the advanced inline stabilizer wheels. It's also bigger round. Oh no, it's not all that big around. I suppose we could try some reaction control thrusters. Reaction wheel, alright. That's an adapter. Structural tube. So this is the one that puts 1 rocket on top and 3 rockets underneath. No, it's not a decoupler. Well, I don't plan to make any mods just yet. I'm just checking out stuff. I think we're pretty much done. You ready for the pizza?
I am.
Alright.
Rename vessel before mods.
Engine
Thank you
plate.
very, very much for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sad it was kind of short too.
Yeah, well.
I had fun.
Yeah, it's fun. We'll see y'all next time.